Peter Robertson, I'm Chairman of Business Banking for NatWest and Royal Bank of Scotland Group. The whole day has been wonderful. We've had so many young people with great ideas, great entrepreneurship being shown today, and it's wonderful that the Mail on Sunday has had the opportunity to put this together with NatWest and the other parties. A great example of how successful you can be. So if you take Wendy Butler, she's our head of HR for the division in the corporate bank. So if you have an idea, if you see yourself as a young entrepreneur, the best advice I can give to you is talk to people. You know, so many people have great ideas, but they don't see the risks in going through with those business opportunities, as well as the opportunities themselves. So do talk to people and do take on board the advice you get. Do you know, we've seen some fantastic examples today. It's been a wonderful day. It's a long while since I was at school, but crikey, if I could have seen this sort of entrepreneurship when I was at school, maybe I wouldn't have gone into banking. Maybe I'd be running my own business now.
I think it's really important that young women think about a career in science. Science opens up so many opportunities and avenues. Even if you don't end up doing a role that's grounded in science, like the one that I have, it teaches so many great disciplines which you can always go back and rely on.
Thinking outside of the box means to me keeping all possibilities open. When I was 34 years old, I made a complete turnaround. And I thought I'd be Meryl Streep. I thought, oh, this is a natural progression. I'm gonna become the most famous actress ever and get an Oscar. And then I just kept everything open, and all these signs were compelling me to start my own lingerie company. I mean, from being Meryl Streep to starting my own lingerie company. How crazy is it at 34 years old? And you know what? It worked out. And it's the best thing I ever could have done.
It's very important to think out of the box. Pat solutions anyone can come up with. It's often the harder way to go about some things bring the greatest result. Thinking of things when someone says no, no doesn't necessarily mean no. I think Space NK wouldn't have happened if I'd kind of accepted the number of doors which were slammed in my face from the get-go. Innovation can be scary and challenging to some people, but when you get something which really resonates with you, you feel passionate about it, chances are there are other people who will feel exactly the same way, and it's those out-of-the-box solutions that often yield the best results.
We've seen what the other products are and we know more of what they're doing, and I think that our product is unique.
Things we've taken away from the Breaking the Mould conference is that we've all worked well as a team, and I think we've learned from that not to sort of make sure everyone's involved and they've all got something to do.
Did you also test different kinds of brushes for the product itself?
We did get all the different bottle shapes which you saw in the film, and we got loads of different types of bottles and tested out the ones which we liked. And there was some which were harder to apply, but we didn't think that it would. And some were longer and some were shorter, but I didn't find much difference between how. I didn't find it any harder to apply with a shorter one, but we would need to do more testing on that.
We're backstage at the Breaking the Mould conference. I'm really nervous. The other teams seem really good, so yeah.
Words cannot describe how nervous we are.
It's a huge prize issue in your plan, because John was, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't able to buy it for 9 because then he didn't have enough markup, but your cost is $4.25. So how are you actually going to earn money on this great idea? Because I think it's a great idea.
Hopefully if we get enough sales we can still make a profit with a smaller markup, and with more work hopefully we can work on reducing the costs of making it as well.
Okay, I think you need to work smart and not necessarily so hard.
What you were doing in these exercises is really pretty dear to my heart, because I think we need far more financial education and business education in schools than we have at the moment. And what we've seen today is just fantastic examples of that, and the value that you get out of getting engaged into businesses and learning about businesses in schools. It really is doable for you to make it in business as female entrepreneurs now. Now I'm going to hand over this really important piece of paper to Lady Rothman, who will tell us who the runners-up and the winners are.
Thank you, Peter. And runner-up, Dame Alice Hart. We'll guess now that the winner is Kendrick School.
Thanks once again to all our wonderful speakers, to our sponsors, O2, NatWest, Money Sense and the Food and Drink Federation. So on behalf of the Financial Mail on Sunday, thank you very much indeed for coming, and I hope to see some of the schools again. Thanks again.
I quite liked out of the speakers we had today, Geeta, because Geeta was very inspirational and she had a really good story to tell.
The one thing I would take away from the Breaking the Mould event today is that to succeed in anything you have to be passionate about it, no matter what it is or whatever you want to do with it, you have to have the passion behind it.